When Slovenia became the first target of the Yugoslav army in 1991, its network of TV towers were a top priority. History increasingly consists of images. Those who control the images control history. By the end of the century, the mass rallies of the 30s were largely unnecessary. With the precision of a guillotine, film sliced history into 24 frames per second, transporting it into the future. In 1983, the so-called interview of LAIBACH by TV Slovenia defined an early landmark in what critics of mass media have termed culture jamming. Conducted more by the group than by unwitting journalist Jure Pengo, LAIBACH revealed the way state-controlled media work by externalizing both its methods and its codes. Although interpretable now as a kind of failed inoculation, LAIBACH's action anticipated both the visual appearance and the televisual method that would later be used to trigger dormant nationalism within the Balkans.
Televizijski mediji znotraj industrije zavesti poleg šolskega sistema vodilni oblikovalec enotnega mišljenja. Televizijski program je v osnovi centraliziran, z enim oddajnikom in množno sprejemnikov, komunikacija med njimi pa je onemogočena.
Yeah, I think it was Goebbels who formulated the equation, one transmitter, 10,000 receivers. The idea is that the transmitter would cut out any idea of a two-way communication with the receivers. The receiver was in a passive position all the time, and that is the pure principle of rock music. And when you think about what they're doing, is they're not actually glorifying totalitarianism, they're revealing the mechanism of totalitarianism. The paradox of LAIBACH is LAIBACH would not be tolerated within a totalitarian state because they're giving too much away. Totalitarianism only wants celebration of itself, it doesn't want a revolution of itself.
V svojem delu LAIBACH uporablja predvsem sredstva manipulatornih zmogljivosti in to propagandnega karakterja in represivno izkorišča moč informacije. V prvem planu so to sredstva prikladna za kolektivni konzum, s katerimi se mase najprej odvrača od kritičnega razmišljanja, na primer film kot najmočnejše orožje dolgoročnega in trajnega vpliva na duh.
Čeprav razumem, torej izkoriščate televizijo za svoj izziv. Prav, tudi mi. Morda se bo šele zdaj kdo zganil in preprečil, zatrl te nevarnosti, te srhljive ideje in opredelitve tule sredi Ljubljane.
Otroci duha smo in bratje moči, katere obljuba se ne izvrši. Smo črni duhovi od tega sveta, opevamo noro podobo gorja. Mi smo prva televizijska generacija.
There's a European quality to Balkan history. When Europe falls out of balance, it is visible here before anywhere else. At the end of the bloodiest century in history, and with the finest armies and weapons in the world, a complacent Europe grows accustomed to watching its own primitive past play like a violent film, safely on the other side of the old East-West boundary. But more than a decade after its founding, the warning of a group of artists from one of Central Europe's forgotten cities still resounds. Look at the past, NSK said, and you will see the future. Look at the Balkans, Europe. You're looking into a mirror. In the middle of the 90s, the most successful pop cultural export from the Old East performs for the first time in the cradle of democracy. As usual in Athens, reminders of history don't have to announce themselves. They're visible everywhere, like the signs reflecting an irrational Greek fury at the tiny ex-Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia, just to the north.
Yeah. Nazis?
No, we called ourselves Nazis. You, journalists, call us Nazis. We call ourselves Greek National Socialists.
For example, we believe that here in Greece is a land not only for Greeks.
Would you consider them a fascist band, or?
I don't know yet.
So, again, the big question is, are they fascists or not, to put it simply? What are they? What is at stake in their act? It's precisely to return this question back to ourselves, to ask ourselves, we have there a certain performance, how do we stand towards them? They are not the answer. They are the question. They are a big question mark on stage. We must answer it.